Doing number 15 with the little tree. I gotta check out something about that. So I did pre put on the garland on here mainly because it was so small and tedious that I didn't want to try to do it while I was actually on live because it would take a minute to dry and it's so thin. I didn't want to break it either. So that's the reason why I put it on already. Also, I included the background to it or the die cuts. What is this thing's called? Not die cuts. These pop dots. Hi Angie, thank you for joining me. I included the pop dots and I doubled them. You see, I tried to make it a little thicker so that it could stand up off of the actual card base so then the little gems could show better. Okay, so I chose this light cardstock only because nothing that I chose stood out against this green. Everything that I chose was just too much. And then when you added the little gems, it was just extra too much. So I chose this light, it's like a brownish color. And then when I tried to find some twine to put this on, it just was not working out for me. I was like, what's going on? It just did not look right. So I decided to forego that twine stuff um, and use some of the ribbon that was included. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, excuse me, I wanted to give you this quick tip. So I didn't include the sentiment. I wanted to show you that if you want to put a sentiment on your card base, it's better to leave, it's better to measure what will fit in that spot if you already know the stamps you're going to use. So if you already know you want to use a season's greeting or whatever, then put your actual whatever it is on there and measure to see if what will fit. So you see how that old Christmas tree fits in there? That's the one that we're going to use. We're going to use that old Christmas tree. So then we don't have to worry about it fitting correctly because we measured the tree and we measured, I'm going to put this down. This is another tip. When you using these kind of flimsy-ish type of stamp sets, lay the stamp set down and it'll fall correctly. So it won't fall like crooked like that. It'll fall down correctly. And then it makes it easy for you to pick it up. Okay, so I'm going to move that out the way. And because this is green, I'm using one of my Spectrum Noir green inks. Okay. These are acrylic stamps. So they really try to repel ink really badly. And because of that, you might have to stamp more than once. And I will usually use my stamp positioner. But I'm just going to kind of put some ink on here pretty heavily. So then I don't have a problem with it. Okay. So we know that if I put the old Christmas tree close to the bottom, right there, that we will have enough room to do this with. And I'm just holding it a little extra longer just to make sure that ink soak into that piece of paper. And there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so now we can add our tree on here. And I have enough room to put my tree right there. Okay, but before I put the tree on, I want to put my ribbon on here. And so I'm just going to line the ribbon up right across the center-ish, but I'm going to put my tape directly on my ribbon so it won't move. I don't want it to move once I put it on there. So let's move this card base out the way. I'll straighten this up, and then I'm just going to lay this down. Okay. And then we're going to just bring that right on across. And I'm not using 2 rows. I'm just going to use 1. Just like that. And so when you get ready to put this on the back of your card base, just make sure you secure that ribbon down also. So you won't have a problem with it lifting when you after you have it for a while, and then your ribbon start lifting up and pushing your card base upward. Okay, so now let's make sure this is on the right side, and then I'm just going to add this card base. Matte layer, and this is a 4x6 card, and so my matte layer is 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. Okay. Next, we have our Christmas tree, and I'm going to put my Christmas tree right there. So let me take off my little double stack, and I just use these pop dots that I get from the Dollar Tree. Another YouTuber told me about these Princess from Paradise by Princess. Told me about these, and they work pretty well, even though I always add some extra tape on them usually because I don't know how long they've been sitting around. And so I'm going to put my Christmas tree right down just like that. And so you see how tedious that little bit would be? It would drive me crazy if I had to do that. Okay, and so I also cut out the little ornaments. They're part of the stamp set, and if you can see them, they're shiny. And I did that on purpose. I used some of this glossy accents to make them shiny because the Christmas tree is dull and the little whatever this garland stuff is dull. And so in order for it to not look so dull, last night when I cut these out, I made sure that they had little glossy accents on them. So I'm going to put them right on here. Come on. I think one went here, one went here, and one went here. I think that's where they all go. And so they'll fit really cute right on this our faux Christmas tree, and it'll give them a little bit of sparkle. And I just cut out 2 of them each, 2 each, to go on here. And so see how they fit almost perfectly. Well, they fit perfectly in these little spots, and they hang on like ornaments. There we go. And so see how cute that looks with the little gloss. There you go. You can see the gloss. There you go. You can see the gloss. Okay. And then I cut off the star, and I also made sure I put glossy on it so it can stand out on the top of the tree, which is the reason why I didn't put an ornament right there, because I knew this would sit on the top of this tree right there. Super cute. Loving this. And then we have these gems, which if you can see, that's what this is. It's just some sentiments or a look of gems. And so I'm just going to put some glue all around my little tree and add the gems. I think this is really cute. This card series has been another one of the really quick makes. Literally, I spend more time cutting out the paper than the actual making of the card itself. And because it comes with so many gems, you have such a good array of colors that you can use your gems for, which I think it's really cute. Should I put one more here? Then I'll need to put one here and one there. Let me see how many. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need an odd one. And so my odd one is going to go right in the star. Right there. Isn't that cute? I love it. I love it. So this is number 15. I really had fun making that one, mainly because I had to figure out how I could kind of make it my own. And so that one I really, really enjoyed doing. I think it's more of the creativeness. Yeah, I think so too. It just gave it something. Instead of looking so plain, the gems really helped it like come alive. And I like this. I really do. I like it. And so that is number 15. And so we're going to do this one here. These hexagons. I'm going to have to look around my craft room and see if I have some hexagons. You know what? I think I cut them out with my Cricut Joy. I think that's where I got the last hexagons from. Because, they have all kinds of shapes. I'm going to see if they have some hexagons. And if I can find them, I'm going to cut them out on my Joy. And I'll have some hexagons for this. But if not, I'll figure out, probably won't do that. Because you see what I just looked up. Because in front of me, where I'm standing, is a shelf. And I found this cute butterfly punch from Martha Stewart. And I can put butterflies right here on this. Because this is just a 3x3 card base. Let's see. Okay, this is for tomorrow's card. And so that is this card base. But I wanted to show you something else. If you remember the other day, I showed you this box from Tonic. And I wanted to cut this out so I can kind of see the proportions for myself on how big this album would be. Because this is the one we're going to make for Christmas. And I wanted to show you what it looked like. And so this is what it looks like when I cut it out. I cut it out some strong paper. This is 80 pound, I believe. No, 110 pound from Park Lane. This Park Lane paper pack. I don't know where I got this from. It's Joann's. It's a Joann's brand. It's a Joann's paper. So that's where this came from. And so this is some 110 pound paper, watercolor paper. So the die included the score marks here, 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 and here. These are score marks. And then when you put this together, the other sheet, you cut off those tabs because you don't need them. And this lays right inside of there, just like that. So literally, I like to do, when I'm making boxes and stuff, I like to use glue more than I do tape. Unless I'm using that really good tape, the Suwang. And so this will, it fits right in there. As long as you don't go over that score mark, it fits right in there. Just like that. And then these two come up. And this tab here and this tab here helps to closing in the bottom. So we'll put some glue on here. And do I want to put it on? It doesn't matter because both of them are the same on both sides. If you want it to be at the back, put your glue on the front tab. I think that's how that works. You put it on the front tab. Yeah. If I wanted this to be the front, then I put my glue on the back tab, and this goes right across like that. Same thing for this one. It'll go just like that. And then now this will stand up perfectly and make the box. Okay? And those little tabs on the inside, you just connect those tabs to make that box hold. And this is just a regular ruler I'm using to make them tabs hold and stand up. Just like that. Just to make those tabs hold. Okay? And then this is that box. So super cute. Fast. And so the dimensions of this box is 5.5 by 2. 5.5 by 2 by 4.5. So then I would imagine the mini album will be 5.25 by 4 by 1 3/4. Similar to that, or 1.5. So I'm gonna make the pages, and when I'm doing one of these, I will start making the mini album that will fit inside of this box. Okay, so you can kind of see this progress. So at the end of each one of these, I will make another piece. So the next thing I'll make is the spine piece for this. Okay, so we kind of getting 2 in 1. But this is this one here for today. And this was a nice quick one. Again, I love these projects. Actually, there's not many more left because Crafter's Companion made a mistake in this book. And so if you already have this and you look through it, you're not seeing deja vu. Hi, Hazel. Thank you. I'm glad you caught me live too. It's always wonderful to be here. So if you look at page number 3 of this book, and then you flip over to page 9, it's the same thing. It's a duplicate. So we short two designs. Page 3 and page 9. Yeah, they're the same thing. I thought I had flipped the book wrong. That's the only reason why I noticed it. And I remembered all of these squares, so I looked back. And there you go. So we're not going to have those two. So we'll have, after tomorrow, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 more days left. That's it. Yep. We'll only have 5 more days. And I may do these two together only because they're weird. And they're so small. They're like note cards. And so I might do those together. And I may do these together because there's nothing to this one at all. There's nothing to that. This is actually gems in the star. So I'll have to put some stuff in there. Yes, they did. They shortened us 2 projects. I tell you, that quality control that I talk about all the time. That doggone Crafter's Companion. Know they can do some stuff to you. So, yep. So we're gonna do that tomorrow. I might end up doing this one, and no, because that has a tree. So I'm not gonna do that one. So I'll do this one tomorrow, and then I'll do the base. I'll do the top part of this. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. I definitely appreciate you being here with me, and I will see you in the next one.